All right, folks. So, right off the beginning here, let's start out pretty ironic because I think in the very last episode, one of the first things I talked about and brought up was about how I start 90% or 95% of my watercolor sketches or these plein air paintings with a pencil sketch. And from what I'm seeing with this painting, I didn't start out with a pencil sketch. I'm not sure why I skipped the pencil sketch for this one. I think, thinking back, I'm trying to think back of why I would have skipped a pencil sketch. I think it's because it's pretty straightforward. It's mostly just the ocean, a little bit of beach, and an island off in the distance. I think I wanted to be a little loose with it, and I guess it was just kind of straightforward for me. So didn't really focus too much on a pencil sketch for this one, surprisingly. So this area that I'm painting, this beach that I'm painting, is pretty much in the same spot almost as that sailboat painting I did a few episodes ago at the harbor. This is just looking in the complete opposite direction down the beach. So right behind me is the sailboat with the harbor. And this beach is kind of cool. One reason I wanted to, so there's a few reasons why I wanted to paint here. Number one, it was a really cool spot in the morning. The light was great. Another reason was the island in the distance. I wanted to paint as many Hawaiian islands as I could. So this is just another island I get to add to my list of islands that I've painted. So not that that really means anything, but to me it was kind of cool. So adding this island in the background there. I think that one's called Kaho'olawe. Kaho'olawe. And that island, unfortunately, is pretty much a dead island from what I've heard. So back, I think it was in the 60s. May have been earlier, may have been later. Could have been in the 70s as well. The U.S. used to do bombing tests and stuff. They used to test their bombs on this island. And from what I've heard, I don't know if it's true, so don't take my word for it. I should have Googled before I said this, but I'm pretty sure they destroyed the water aquifer on that island. I don't know if it was from the repeated bombings or if it was a natural, some kind of earthquake. It caused an earthquake or something happened. The island kind of cracked, and now there's no water that, if it rains over there, the water just goes straight into the ocean. There's no kind of natural aquifer there to keep it on the island. So yeah, it's kind of a dead island pretty much. Anyway, so that's one of the other reasons. So whatever the reason is it's a dead island, it's pretty much, they're starting to plant more trees on there, and they're educating children to go there, and they do stuff there. So it's kind of cool. There's a lot of cool things happening there for sure. The other reason I wanted to paint it is because when I first came to Maui, the first time I went to Maui back in 2016, this little beach here was where I did a little surfing lesson. First and only time I've surfed, and it was a pretty cool memory. It was a really cool memory. So it was cool to come back to this beach and paint it. I went to this beach a few times on the trip. It was in walking distance of where I was staying, so it wasn't that big a deal to come out and paint it one morning. And like I said, the light here was really nice. So what I'm doing now is I kind of exaggerated some of the coloring here a bit, just a little bit, not too much, honestly. So some nice purple there, shadows on the water coming in, and now I'm just obviously I'm coloring some of the water now. And I love the ocean, man, because off in the distance, as we'll see here, you get some really rich blues. But then as the water comes closer toward you in these shallow areas, the water becomes more clear, it starts mixing with the sand, and then you get this kind of green, amazing green coloring. So that's something else I also wanted, to capture with this painting. And like I said, I mean, this was a pretty straightforward, pretty simple painting. So I didn't even start out with a pencil sketch, just went pretty loose with it, pretty intuitive. Sometimes it's fun to do that, just be a little free. I struggled a bit here with the waves kind of coming in because there was kind of some sea foam. That's kind of where the purple area is right there. There was kind of this foam coming in, and the beach was kind of wet there, but there wasn't water there. You know, it's just one of those things that's kind of tricky to capture because there's a lot of like translucency going on and transparency. And so I was just trying to focus on the feeling of colors and stuff. So I really like the color harmony overall. And like I said, it's just another island to capture in one of my Hawaiian sketchbook here of paintings, collection of paintings that I did. So that was a lot of fun, of course. And we'll take a look at the final painting here. There we go. Came out pretty well. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.